Hi, and welcome to the degree of operating leverage video. This is part of cost volume profit analysis, and this video will show you how to calculate it and what it means and how it can help you. So the degree of operating leverage is a formula that is contribution margin divided by net income. So the problem would give you the information to get contribution margin, and as we know from previous studies, sales minus variable cost is how we get to contribution margin. So I'm going to say my sales minus my variable cost, and that's contribution margin. Then I'm given fixed costs, and that will get me to my net income. And so in this problem, I'll tell you that our fixed costs are going to be $24,000. So I know that contribution margin minus fixed costs equals net income. So now I can calculate my degree of operating leverage. So contribution margin, I just computed to be $36,000, and that's my numerator. And net income, I just computed to be $12,000. So when I divide that, I can see that my degree of operating leverage is a 3. So what does that 3 mean? So what that 3 means is that is my degree of operating leverage, and if somebody can estimate their increase in sales volume, let's say you're doing an advertising campaign and you think that campaign is going to help you to increase your sales volume by 10%, all right? Increase in sales volume. So that's what I do know. But what I don't know is, what will that do to my net income? Well, if I know my degree of operating leverage, I have a very fast way of figuring out what will that do to my bottom line net income. And so if I have an increase in sales volume of 10%, so I'll put it in as a 0.10, but here I'll show it to you as a percent right here, 10%. And if I multiply that by my degree of operating leverage, it will automatically tell me what impact it will have on net income. So if I say 10% times 3, we can see that we're going to get 30%. What that means is that if my advertising campaign increases my sales by 10%, I can expect 30% impact on net income. All right, so how can I prove that that's true? Well, let's just do a contribution margin income statement, and let's adjust it up 10% by sales volume and see, did that increase my net income by 30%? So here's what we're going to do. I need to make my sales go up by 10%. So I can say my original sales times 1.10, and that will automatically make my sales go up 10%. Because 1 plus 10% is my sales going up by 10%. So that's $132,000. Variable costs are going to be impacted in exactly the same way because they go up in proportion to sales. So I can do the same thing, 84,000 times 1.10. And then I'll just calculate my contribution margin again by saying sales minus contribution margin. In this case, my fixed cost did not change in this scenario that I gave because all I said was I was increasing sales by 10%. And then net income would be your contribution margin minus your fixed costs. So then my net income would be $15,600. So if I want to know what percent change that is, to figure out percent change, you get the difference. So it went from 15,600 and it used to be 12,000. So that difference is 3,600. And the percent change, the way we calculate that is to say the change divided by the oldest year. So what was it before? Well, before it was 12,000. So if I say 3,600 divided by 12,000, I can see that my net income did increase by 30%. Just by increasing sales by 10%. So that's what the degree of operating leverage will tell you. So let me know if you have any questions on that. Thanks.